Well, what did it really change?
Somebody's loving you, but you don't even know what love is, so you can't love in that confidence.
That sounds like Drake, nigga.
I told you I should have bought the box.
Oh, shoot.
I ain't coming to play around.
Oh, shoot. Alright, y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? It's the first episode of Diverse Converse, hosted by your boy, you know what I'm saying, Willie. But, you know, we got a YouTube channel, Talk Up Here to Live, you know what I'm saying? The other host is, gone at the moment. You know, in ATL at the moment, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, let's get to the guests. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself, bro.
I'm Austin. You call me Ayo, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got a Facebook and I got on Instagram. Austin B. Robinson.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna tag you in the video. You know what I'm saying? What you gotta say on what?
My name's Spencer. Call me Spendo.
Shout out to Instagram, Facebook,
Spendo Spencer, right?
Alright. So what y'all want to do up to him? You know what I'm saying?
Work. Get me money, man. What you mean?
What you want?
Working. Get to this school work.
Okay. Y'all got some future journeys and junk y'all want to know? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what got some future journeys?
I'll make my own website one day, and buy my own game.
Okay. You a game designer?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Man, looking like that's some bullshit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just little diverse converse, you know what I'm saying, with some boys from the hood and stuff. But yeah. Real. See, like, you know what I'm saying? We're already hissing and shit. But no. Let me do my game, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, Christian boy.
Yeah, man, feet.
Even though he look like he finna just go ahead and pop the Glock on somebody, but you know. Yeah. He be showing up to church like that.
Oh, no.
Why? And yeah. So we're gonna be talking about relationship problems today, you know what I'm saying? That's what our host wanted to talk about too. But he ain't here right now, as I said earlier. But so yeah, the main question for y'all is can you explain to me why women are single without blaming men?
Well, I believe everybody has to go through like a single stage to find out who they are and, you know, build purpose and find their purpose and, things of that nature. So, I mean, singleness shouldn't be nothing to be ashamed of. It shouldn't be, why am I still single at this age? Or, it's a journey. Life is a journey. So, relationships come and go, I suppose.
So it's like you got no time thing on it.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, bro?
Well, sometimes women don't like to be, tied down to one guy, but, until I guess they find the right one.
Speaking of hard facts. But I mean, I feel like it's a lot of different things in one equation. Like sometimes people don't know themselves yet. They still be trying to figure out what they want to do in life. They want to be in college, or they want to be in, like working, or what type of career pathway they want. This, that, and the third. They got to figure out if this person values the same thing that the other person values. It's a lot about like making two souls come together.
Yeah.
And we ain't gonna just do that quick, short week, day, month, year. Like, it ain't no time lapse on that type of shit. You can't just go in the time chamber and just come out Super Saiyan. You gotta put in the work for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but yeah, what about the men, bro? What about the men? What do you think the men seem
The same thing, really, but you know, it's a journey. Everybody should go through a singleness stage before they just hop in relationships. And, you know, people's feelings get involved. Definitely when you take it too far with somebody that you're not even committed to. So I believe singleness is a very important stage of your life.
a key stage?
Yeah, exactly. That's where you find purpose, and that's where you find before you commit yourself to more responsibility, you take responsibility of yourself.
So like, do you believe in that phrase about you can't love nobody else till you love yourself?
That's true to an extent. Like, if you don't appreciate yourself, how can you appreciate somebody else? Like, if you can't appreciate what you do for you, how can you appreciate what somebody else does for you?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's you can become something toxic. I mean, somebody's loving you, but you don't even know what love is, so you can't love them that properly.
That sounds like Drake, nigga.
I told you I should have bought the box.
Oh shoot!
I ain't gonna play around.
Oh shoot! It's your turn. That's the mic.
Alright, I feel in the man's perspective, like kind of our generation, like they already want to mess around with this girl and that girl, make babies, and then have baby mamas. But you really supposed to be when you're married, to have kids. You go through all that, and
Yeah, that's true.
Do you feel like you fucked up in life if you have a kid before you have marriage?
Nah. I believe it's you're taking on more responsibility.
Earlier than you should.
Exactly. But with somebody that you probably barely even know.
Yeah.
And then taking on that responsibility of a child, that's life. That you take responsibility for the rest of your life. So that's a huge commitment that people are rushing into because of they just want to have fun or something silly or just a moment thing. When your whole life is on the line.
So they're trying to get that 30 minutes of fame.
Yeah. Not knowing that it'll cost them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feel, man?
unless it's like somebody you finna get and married, then it's alright. But as long as you ain't going around doing it with other people, like multiple people.
So like, what if it's one of those situations where you want your baby to be in the wedding, but y'all been in a relationship together for a long ass time?
And you want your baby to
Like your babies to be a part of the wedding. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
they want them to be in the wedding.
yeah, like they be the when going down the aisle throwing flowers and this, that, and the third. Like they got a role to play in the wedding.
Well, for me, I believe that the wedding is simply just a celebration of the marriage that you already have. It's not necessarily, it's not joining you two together. It's a celebration of what has already been joined together. So you can have a wedding 5 years into your marriage. I believe. I mean, I know this is against what most people believe. Like, most people believe once you get married and have your wedding, then you're joined together. But you can have your celebration. The wedding is a celebration in my eyes of what has already been joined together. So you can have your marriage 5 years into your wedding. I mean, you can have your wedding 5 years into your marriage, and your kids will be a part of that if you desire. Or like some people remarry and just have the wedding all over again for the vow renewal, stuff like that. So that shouldn't be a problem.
What about you, bro?
Yeah, I feel like they can be in the wedding. It wouldn't be no problem.
Okay. I mean, I know we had this conversation on the game plenty of times. I just had to bring this up on the podcast for everybody to get this. But you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about the contractual obligations of marriage? Like, as far as like the government has to say that you sign these papers and these papers and these papers for y'all to be a what you call this? A government married couple. government qualified miracle?
I believe it's benefits to being governmentally joined together, but that's not solely what marriage is. That's not exclusively what marriage is. It's a commitment between two people. So whether it involves the government or not, it's still marriage.
So do you think it's necessary or like is it a must have?
It's not a must have, but
It could be a component.
I believe you could benefit from it since you've dedicated your life to this one person. You know, the government will assist you in that. Now, when it comes to you committing your life to this one person and then y'all decide to go separate ways, I believe that's where confusion and can come in.
What you think it's necessary?
Well, what did it really change?
Okay, for instance, like Dave Chappelle, I think it was Dave Chappelle. It was somebody, a comedian had said that like once you sign papers for marriage, it's basically like you telling a woman, I bet half of my money, not half of my money, half of my belongings that I will never cheat on you. So, like, I guess I understand the part as far as like you saying, yeah, I'm bidding half of my junk that I'll never cheat on you, which is like, you're not supposed to do that anyway. But like, just the fact, from my understanding, I've heard if a relationship ends in for a marriage, most of the time the money's coming out of the man's pocket. Like, are you comfortable with that? And do you feel like that's necessary for like that type of action to take place?
So like, even if she do something, I still 50 on us.
It's possible they can end up.
I don't think it's necessary. Some like I know you trust the person that you married, but sometimes somebody might end up cheating.
Some shit going on.
Yeah, things happen.
Okay, so let me ask you this: on the totem pole of your wife and your mom, who comes first?
My wife.
Okay, what about you?
It's probably my mom.
Alright, I got two different answers. Yeah, explain why. Okay.
My wife would come first because my mom is not my assignment. My mom is not my, like, I never held the responsibility of my mother.
Yeah.
It's in reverse. She holds responsibility of me. I'm her child. She's not my child. So, me joining my life to my wife, she's now my responsibility.
Yeah. You man in the house.
So even though no disrespect to my mother, but she's not my responsibility. But I love her dearly. I'll do anything for her. But my assignment now, or my objective, or whatever, is now my wife.
Yeah. Yes, sir. What you guys about Mama Dukes?
Like, what do you mean, like, come first and
Like, say for instance, I ain't even talking about that. Talking about who's sitting in the front seat. I'm talking about that shit. But like, that's just stupid shit. Like, that would never be a problem with nobody, like, mom, dad, cause
Nobody should have it.
like,
She had a conversation.
I'll see
in the car.
Yeah, we going to the same
The objective is to go where we're going, so it doesn't matter where you're sitting.
Exactly. But like, what I mean by that is like, say for instance, and I don't want to give you no scenario because it kind of diminish the question, but like, who do you feel is more important in your life as far as like, who you feel like you gotta kind of, what he said, like you gotta protect or, like watch over.
yeah, I know I gotta protect over my wife, but like, I gotta still be there for my mom.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here.
I feel like
I take more responsibility for my wife.
Yeah. I feel like that's a natural answer for a man to say he won't, because of the fact, like, we come into the world basically with like
the only woman we can trust is our woman. And at a certain age, you feel indebted to your woman. Like by the time you get out of high school and you see your future laying ahead of you, where it's like, from now on, I got control of what I do from here on out. If I'm going to college or I'm going to jump straight to the not jump force, the workforce. And like, what do I plan on doing with my my money once? And usually the first thing that somebody say is, I'm gonna get my mom a brand new house, or I'm gonna get my mom a brand new car.
That's so true.
Yeah. So we kind of feel like indebted to our parents, mostly our mom. And I don't feel like that's a bad answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad answer. Cause honestly, God was real. I ain't gonna front. If my mom, say for instance, I just have the money, like my mom's car broke down today, and I'm married with some junk, and I got the money like sitting aside in my bank account for her to get a new car. She can call me and just tell me her car broke down. I'm instantly sending the money out to her. But like, if that was to happen with your wife, for me, 9 out of 10, I'm asking questions to get to the bottom of like what exactly happened. Like, I still am gonna take care of the problem, but I'm just saying it's usually gonna be no questions asked because of the fact that I guess it's not as much built up trust. Like you just know that your mom is not gonna have no ulterior motives of doing something. Like, you get what I'm saying?
I mean,
You supposed to feel that same way about your wife though.
yeah.
Yeah, you supposed to feel that same way about your wife. But the reason why I'm not saying it about a wife is just because of the fact that like the world we live in now, bro. Like, like it's so much junk that just like that people just do you dirty for no reason. Like I was watching peer to peer podcast with Agent and Logan. They were talking about you heard about Jump with Johnny Depp?
No.
By like his wife, ex-wife, whatever. But she claimed that he was beating her, and like that man got took out of so many movies, so many advertising deals, all this and the third, and she went on a tour about Believe Women. And then, yeah, she went on a tour about Believe Women after basically changing them in a whole lifestyle. Like he's no longer the Johnny Depp that we knew. And then I think he came out in news. Was it not yesterday, but like last week or something. But it was basically explaining that she lied about the whole thing. So basically, she ruined this man's whole career and lifestyle because of her own evil intentions. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you just see stuff like that, it kind of messes with your mind, where you're always putting up not a wall, or maybe not even a fence, but some type of little blockade that does not happen to you, since we are not only just a man, but a black man. Because a white man would get more of a benefit of a doubt. Honestly, like, just saying, a white man would get more of the benefit of a doubt than a black man. Because we already kind of give off that, like, what you call it? Like that,
Suspect.
yeah, that suspect vibe. So, you know, but, yeah, I mean, I understand both points of view, so, yeah. But, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? What was I gonna ask y'all about? I'm gonna ask y'all something about marriage. Yeah, it was something to do with marriage. Oh, yeah. Alright. So, what would be your top 10 things that you're looking for in a woman?
Top 10? Damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have about 10 years to think about it. Okay, well, I can throw some out there. I don't know about 10, but
Just try to give it to me in order Or you could say it and then like rearrange it.
Okay, well, the first one I know that is in line, well, we have to have the same beliefs. If we don't have the same belief system,
As far as like religion.
then it's, you know,
Okay.
but I'm not a religious person, but
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. But if the foundation isn't the same, then it'll come, you know, crumbling down. Exactly. So if we don't have the same beliefs as far as, you know, spiritual beliefs and faith, then it wouldn't, you know, that's my first, let's see, like, obstacle course you gotta go through, is you have to have the same foundation.
Yeah.
I'll let spin up the one out.
My mind's is gonna be honesty.
Honest. Why you feel honest? I mean, I know it's good.
I just wanna like, if I ever like caught my, wife caught up in a lie, I want she to be well, if I could call her doing something or somebody came to me and told me something about, I want her to be like fully honest on like situation or something.
I need to write you down.
We can rearrange.
You keep going. You keep going. Okay, what's the next one?
You throw one out.
Mine is feel like we gotta stuff in common. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I can't get along. Well, I can get along with somebody that I have nothing in common with. As far as just talking about simple matters, I want to be around you for a long time. Like, I can't just see myself dating a woman 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Have a long ago living where our conversation is the same every day, as in like how's the weather outside. Like,
That's surface level
like
conversation right there. You can have that conversation with somebody you don't even know.
that's what I'm saying. Like we gotta have something in common, and it can't be just like one thing. Like it gotta be something that's like, you like YouTube, I like YouTube. You like Netflix, I like Netflix. Like it can't just be that. It gotta be something deep for me, like art or anime or just I don't know, anything like intelligent type stuff. So I guess some type of intelligent type of connection.
Yeah.
But okay.
That common ground.
Yeah. You put me down on the
So is your name 10 or all of them 10?
We just gonna put your talk at work, bro. See what you come up with. What you said first?
I said, well, you could just put like maybe faith or beliefs.
Let's go to after. What you said first?
For me,
Honesty.
I said intelligent connection. Alright, what you got to say now?
Well, I just throw out age. Like, I believe we have to have, like, we have to be at least in the same realm of age. Like, I can't be 25 and you 40. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I want to be walking with somebody, not somebody already. You know what I mean? I don't want like a mother figure in my life telling me, I already done been through that, sweetie. You need to go ahead. You know what I mean? Like, we walking together, we'll make mistakes together, we'll learn and grow together. So I think we should be in the same realm of age.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think it's better to date somebody that's like 5 years older than you?
For me, I think I'm wise beyond my years. So 5 years older than me is fine. But 5 years younger than me is
no.
See,
I don't like
I can't put somebody alone.
Yeah. I don't like doing it. Because I feel like, for me, I always been hanging with people that's way older than me. Like, even since when I got in middle school, not middle school, high school, I was in ninth grade talking to like 12th graders. Like I always hang out with age groups that's way beyond my age group because I always am more mature and I take things way more mature. But I mean, of course, I'm not the most mature person,
Yeah.
but like I'm growing faster, I guess, than the other person. But okay, what about you?
Uh, make sure she got something going for herself. Like, I ain't saying like we got to have every bill 50-50,
Yeah.
but like 2 incomes make us much stronger.
So like, me custom stuff.
I'm glad you brought it up because that's good. Like, we should definitely be able to. So that's something that's so important about senior is that we learn how to take care of ourselves and not depend on somebody else taking care of us. So when we hop in a relationship, expecting them to, hey, you should be, you a man, so you should be paying the full mortgage, or you a man, so you should be taking care of all the bills.
So you don't believe in how women say that, like, since you're the man of the household, you should be taking care of me and this. Like how women say, I am the prize. You know what I'm saying?
See, I believe that's just arrogance, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I am the prize. That sounds so arrogant to me.
What my question then would be like, if you're not helping pay any bills, and see, I get the support and all that stuff, but like, what are you bringing to the relationship?
Exactly. At some point, you have to look back and, not be afraid to address that. Like, I'm paying bills. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm holding a lot of the family. I'm holding a lot of the relationship on my back instead of you carrying anything.
Yeah.
You know, you just riding along and enjoying the ride. So, I wouldn't be afraid to address that.
Like, is there something like, say for instance, do you feel like a female should be obligated, not obligated, but you know what I mean, like, at least sometimes pay on like a bill for a date or something like that. Say I was just getting together and like, of course I know most of the time, like, if it's something that you wanted to do and it's something she new to, you're probably gonna pay for her way and your way. But like,
that shouldn't be a obligation. It should be a privilege.
yeah,
Like, as a man, I would love to pay for your date, but as soon as you say you should be paying for this, you take away that and make it a privilege, and now I don't want to do it anymore.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you made it an obligation to where I have to do it, so now I don't really want to do it no more. But when it's a privilege and you say, I got it, and then I can step in and say, no, I got it.
Yeah.
It makes it so much better.
Yeah. Because either way, you just know it's coming.
Exactly.
Okay. How you feel about that? Like, do you feel like it should be a 50-50 relationship, or do you think females should be like entitled to saying that they're paying? I mean, not that they are the prize. Like,
Yeah, it could be 50-50, but like, I'm not gonna call like a person a pride. Like, we all human. Yeah, I think it should be 50-50.
I don't miss.
Cause like, if a man paying all the bills, the woman just gonna be using her money just on work.
You ain't get no gifts, man. You get the same jump for Christmas. You get the same lingerie. Same lingerie, bro. Ain't no dinner on the table, That's it.
She watching TV.
Yeah, in the same blanket.
Same dish.
Yep.
Alright.
Still on the same show on Netflix.
You shower.
Smell the same trash when I look.
You been throwing little 80 dollars. You sure like girl. But no, I think mine is when this one would be drive, bro. Like, you gotta have something you want to do in your life. As far as like, you can't just be that type of person that's basically just following me or whatever. Like, I would want you to be on the journey with me, but at the same time, I feel like I need to take breaks from my journey to help you out with your journey too. You know what I'm saying? Because I got stuff I want to accomplish in life, but at the same time, it ain't no. I just don't like the fact of me going out to do this, that, and the third, while the woman I'm dating or married to is just chilling at the house. And then also the conversation's gonna be like, it's gonna be boring. Like,
Already yours, you know, they don't need to do that.
exactly. Like, you ever had that type of female that be trying to fake like they're busy? Like, you would ask them, you be like, what you doing? And they respond like, they purposely trying to respond like 10 minutes later or something to tell you that they're busy doing such and such and such and such. And then you ask them again later and you be like, it does not take that much time to do that one thing.
Yeah, I do.
What about you, bro? What about you?
Trust. I mean, that kind of lines for honesty. You know, if I can't trust you, you can be telling me the truth. You know, that's kind of my fault. You can be telling me the truth. You can be telling me the truth, and I'll take it as a lie because I don't trust you. So trust is a foundation that must be fulfilled.
Yeah, true. You can't get in a relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
She could be saying she's going somewhere, but she really somewhere else.
It's gonna start causing so many problems when you meet somebody.
Exactly. It'll take a toll on you mentally.
She be dead and be telling the truth. Like, y'all not with the girls.
I don't believe you.
No, you want to get something.
The like video I seen, the man had a hidden camera in her car, and he followed her all the way to the gym. I know she said she goes to the gym, but she really wouldn't do that ice cream place.
Like, it should never come to a point you're putting a hidden camera in my car.
It's getting too creepy.
For real. Yeah, how about you, bro? How about you?
Like, I say personality, like, I'm kind of like,
Yes, sir.
I'm kind of like a funny person, so like, I need somebody to laugh with, or, you know, not like that, like, or I'm not joking, I mean, like, somebody that can make me laugh, like,
Yeah, just somebody you can have fun with, be yourself around.
yeah, have good talks with.
Yeah, that's true.
So I guess y'all gotta have the same sense of humor.
Not the same, but
Somebody I can, somebody who make me laugh, somebody that I can make laugh because, it brings joy to make somebody else laugh sometimes. They enjoy the conversation with you instead of somebody looking at you like, man, you gonna be done talking.
Yeah. Damn, for no reason to laugh. So, like, you sitting there with the Jones, say something, y'all just be snapping. What?
That brings forth just like brings you close. Yeah, it brings forth a connection. Even after.
Start doing moments.
Yeah.
I think my
I can go now. This is probably my last one. This is like a bar for me. This is like probably the one that counts the least for me. But it's still there. Attractiveness. I have to be attractive to you. Like you can't be unattractive.
can't be really like me.
Like, well, that's super attractive in all your ways. Like, just small things, even not just how your face looks or how your body looks, but the way you talk, the way you walk, things like that.
I'm curious.
Yeah, exactly.
You start noticing. I think that's true though. Once you start hanging around somebody for so long, you start noticing small things about them. Where it's just like you can point them out from a crowd. Like you can see on their face.
Or you be like, somebody else will say something, and you be like, damn, that's something old boy would say, or that's something old girl would say.
Yeah. Like that happened with me so many times. So many times. Like anybody that hang with me know I got no lazy as a walk. Bro, no cap, bro. I got the lazy as a walk. Like all my teachers be saying that. Bro, man, pick up your feet. Act like you got to go somewhere. Go somewhere to school. head all the way be down. Or I just be looking straight up. You know what I'm saying? Hand in my pocket for that shit. Nah, if you can't do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright. I think mine probably be an adventurous, bro. Like an open-minded person.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you gotta be able to like.
Bumping balls over here. Looking like this. That's true.
When you're old, man.
Yeah, pushing 40.
Like, 23 more, 40. Look.
Yeah, I think you gotta be adventurous, bro. Like, you gotta have something. Like, I don't know. I just want to talk to somebody that's literally the same as everybody else. Like,
Typical.
yeah, like it gotta be something that stand out about you, as far as the things that you like. Cause for me, I feel like it's a lot of things that I may like, but I just never heard of or gave a chance to like it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel the same way about like anime 5, 6, 7 years ago. Like, when I was in high school, man, all I cared about was just basketball. And, like, I mean, I would watch football, but, like, I wasn't no crazy football fan, man. I was just, like, watch Tom Brady on the Beckham and like it, man. But, like, as far as, like, you know, all that anime talk, bro, I was just sitting there being like, I mean, the fight scene is a little fire, but I don't know what the hell they talking about. Like, y'all should be talking some random jump. But then, after a while, like, I just got curious once I got out of high school. Got nothing else to watch. I would sit down and get it on control. It's on Canada.
Anime?
Yeah, Canada. Bro, like,
This is too much going on for me. My mind don't think that. They're going knives.
oh, see, you be skipping portions of a show. Like, for instance, yeah, because I think you watch Naruto. You watch fights from Naruto.
Yeah.
Okay, for instance, all that stuff that you seen, it was broken down in a simpler manner earlier on into the show. So, like, cause we got Adrian watching. That's when Adrian sits on the group chat and said that show actually pretty straight. Cause she sat down and watched, and when they broke down like the elements of why this and this happens when they do certain things, then once they get to the more complicated stuff, like that's you don't understand why it happened. So that's why I would be like, I think you watched Attack on Titan too, but the first episode of it.
Yeah.
Like, did you like that?
It was straight. I don't even remember at this point.
Yeah. Cause I know what really caught a lot of people's attention was close to the ending when the Titan came and killed Aaron. Remember when Titan came and beat off the lady head? It's a gruesome anime, bro. Like, it got a lot of sick junk going on with the anime. Like, see what I mean? You know, like a video of you watching something for the first time and get your reaction. Like, come on, bro. Like, we gotta do that, bro. That doesn't be straight. Well, yeah, like you just catch the basics. I think that's a lot of things. Cause I feel the same way about basketball. I don't like sitting here looking at folks like, you doing all this when I don't know how to just do this shit. Like, can't do a front crossover yet. But once you get the basics and everything, you start putting junk together, and you're like, alright, that's nice. You start feeling like Kobe when you're really all the people.
Go see.
Like, but yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Might be about it. 10 or
I got one more list in me.
Yeah, I already said the track.
You got 7. No. You got 7.
I keep on that one right. Alright. She gotta have a good attitude. Like we get in an argument and you know, she just stopped talking to you for like 2 days or something.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's actually good.
And one of your kids asks you why mom not talking to you.
Oh man, see, that's what you
No,
So yeah, you want to see how somebody deals with like frustration and anger and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You want to see if they got some type of self control.
Yeah. That grows over time. You gonna see that. Like you gonna see everybody ugly side at some point in time.
Oh, your side.
Yeah. Because I don't know. Like, I can't get no relationship with someone that just too hard like extras. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
I had plenty of times when females got mad at me. Once they start yelling or something like that, I just don't give a like.
It depends how serious the manner is. Like if I can understand why they're yelling, then maybe I can sit there and have a try conversation with you. But if you just yelling off of something small,
But
then I might walk out on you.
My thing is, I never get to the point where I give somebody a reason to start yelling. Like I had females literally get mad at me for stuff like you didn't pick up the phone at such and such time, so I'm assuming you did something.
See, that's their personal issue.
And I might have been working, or I might have been with family or friends, or, like So most of the time, it just be stuff that they came up with in their own head. Okay, I see the picture.
You see?
Yeah, true. Yeah. Don't say the weirdest shit in the world to me is when people ignore the actual words that come out of your mouth and respond to what they feel you said.
That's a good point. Because they not even listening to what you're saying, they going on what they feel.
Yeah.
Or what somebody else told.
Yeah. It's like, so you're not gonna ask the actual source. No. Like I just feel like you did it, so you did it. What sense did that make? So that's what it's like, okay. Once it gets to that point of a conversation, it's nothing enough for me to say. Until you calm down and you actually want to have a real conversation.
See, I think like maybe anger kind of clouds your judgment.
Yeah.
It makes you see what you want to see in that moment instead of seeing the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
So.
But that's the thing that a lot of people have to learn to balance. Like, I used to have a large temper tantrum when I was in school. Like, when I get mad, boy, I used to just be ready to hit. I ain't care who it was. Like, I'd be ready to hit with the teacher, the janitor, the principal, whoever was in the way, boy. Like, I mean, I was
You hit the principal,
you ask my dad, bro. Like, boy, because, like, I guess my mom actually believed the teacher at this point when she called my mom and told her that I threw a disc across the class.
Oh.
Like, I didn't do it. All I did was pick the chair up and pushed it under the desk. Because that's when the teacher kicked me out of class. But, like, the fact that my mom actually believed that I did it shows you how much of a temper tantrum I had back when I was younger. Like, so, like, even my dad was like, did you actually do this? Like, nah, I didn't do like that. Like, it was the fact. I guess he believed me because of the fact that I was laughing on the phone when I picked it up. Like, they called it was like, yeah, he threw a disc across the classroom. And I was laughing like, alright, you should ran out. Like, what else was I throwing the disc across the It is one of those discs, like, you know the ones that you can't really pull the seat out too far. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those that's like, it'll swing back a little bit, and then you can pull the jump back up a little closer, but you can't never remove the actual seat from the disc, bro.
Like somebody like it's like a table and then like a seat.
Yeah, basically, like it's the seat connected to the disc. It's literally a pole connecting the seat.
Somebody like old we had a close on class.
Oh, but you can't even
Throw that. Ain't nobody can really pick that up.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. It's like I was in what 7th grade. That's what I was like, what I was like swinging that big on this across the like classroom, bro. That don't make sense.
You'll be tired.
For real, bro. Like that was dumb. But no, man. Like yeah, I get what you're saying. I guess. I don't know. Once you get older, you learn how to contain your anger. You just learn how to take responsibility for your actions.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some old ass people get mad still about some little stuff.
It's true.
So, I don't know if it's really age related. It's just experience related.
True. This is not stuff I want to say right now.
Drop them jewels, man.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, it'd be a good time to have Pastor Drake over here.
Gotta have them on mix.
Yo, for real, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him. You know what I'm saying? Pastor Drake, you watching me, you know? Shout out for you.
Yes, sir.
But, yeah.
I'll tell that boy Brian.
Yeah, him too. Another shout out. Look.
Part 3.
So,
I mean, but, yeah. We need to bring a girl on the show too to get a girl perspective.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Y'all think Adrian will actually cheat?
We'll get somebody else.
You could.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask y'all some of this. Oh, yeah. Alright. This going to show me what I really are.
Uh-oh.
So how would 6 be on your list for a relationship?
As far as satisfactory,
Like, that's for like when you talk to you.
as far as how far, like, how satisfied him, the 6 in the
I
relationship.
mean, I get it. I'm just saying, like, is it a must have for a relationship?
For a relationship,
Yeah.
I mean, in the building process of a relationship, no, but when we, you know, if we ever decide to marry one another,
Yeah.
I would hope so, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna just decide.
We'll get one of them nuns.
Right.
You know a couple people that be like, we never no kids.
That's something worth discussing too, you know what I mean? 'Cause I want kids, so I don't want nobody who says, oh, you ain't pushing on the kids.
You know you want kids.
Yeah.
He already did, y'all.
The man think I'm a dad already.
Cupcake too.
Story coming soon, bro. Like,
Alright.
you know what I'm saying? But, you know, this the type of guy that literally be walking around with the, you know, that little holster for the phone, bro.
See,
Like, look.
I ain't got it, but.
I'm just saying, man.
Oh, we're getting it.
You already got the truck for the kids.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's ain't look gonna have that van. You slam that hard.
I ain't getting no man.
You gonna go put the. These kids.
I really don't want enough kids to have a van. Like,
Yeah.
if I can get more than 4 kids, it's time to pull out a van, but I don't want more than 4 kids.
4 on the way.
So, thinking do by 2026. 2026, we'll have all 4.
That's tough.
That's tough.
You know, 1 per year, bro. Yeah, you have 2 years you can take off.
Okay. Take off the rest of my life.
Come back fresh in the game like bro. Then we'll be doing workouts during the off season. Like, yes, sir, you gotta get right, bitch. But yeah, I don't know. My cutout number is probably about. I want 3. I want 3 kids. Need 1 boy and 2 girls. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, I don't care who the youngest. But, yeah. Might as well. I'm gonna keep you.
I just want 3. So then basically at least have 1. Somebody, you know, build the house on them. All of them.
That's what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna do one thing, you gonna shoot that basketball. You gonna be in that corner, pop in there. Oh,
You gotta get the 3.
yeah.
A great program.
Yeah. You get the Rio Junior, bro. Be in that corner. I don't know the flourish. Got to, bro. He gonna trade his son to Duncan Garden.
Go shoot that off the backboard when you just on some of this.
And he got to teach him that
You gotta
signature.
shoot from the same spot.
You got to teach him that signature too, bro. Stuck that. So, bro.
He got good.
That motherfucker don't eat, bro. Come on, man. Oh, yeah, we gotta bring y'all a story too about his 14.7 uncles.
Oh,
We can't get all them on the show.
Nah, you gonna get mentioned for all that, man. Had to walk around vlogging that. Imagine that, the first vlogging podcast. That's what we said. Yeah, this
That video only 3 hours.
for real. On the B-roll, on the ball, on the Billy ball, on the James. You know, we came up with this one. He brought up that ball.
You brought it up. Your man,
You know what was a T-Rex?
That's also fun.
For real. We gonna have some screenshots of these. But yeah. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up that podcast, you know what I'm saying? I won't make it too long for the first video. But, you got anything you wanna say before we end it?
stay blessed. God loves you.
You got anything you wanna say?
Nah, that's it right there.
That's it. Y'all hollering, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Hopefully the host will be on the next one.
Yeah, for real, taking trips at one and shit. I mean, but yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe if you do.